I'm Kayaditi, and this is Gothic Easy, all holes in one. I do love all things Gothic. To avoid our blade, go for the straight cut or for the zigzag cut. Number 2. Of course, you can always go under the statue in the center and get it to bounce in. That's really the way I'd tend to go, of course. But I mean, you can go around it if you felt like it. It's just fun to try to get it in different ways. 3, kind of a nice simpler one with the little bank area there to carry it around. Did a little more complicated one by skipping that and going straight to the wall opposite me. The shape of that, just it gives you so many ways that you can bounce it around in there. 4. That was one of the first courses I played, and one of the first ones I was like, oh, that's interesting. To roll it back in there, which I haven't actually tried. I probably should. But, you know, you could just dunk it off the top. 5, where you got to do that nice slow roll so that it doesn't go past that thing. Just kind of tap it on down there. I did it several times. It was always a hole in one if it got in that. I'm assuming it probably could miss sometimes. 6. This one actually took a while to get. Just putting it into the pipe over and over and over. It really does love to miss it. 7. Ended up with a bit of a crazy shot that went in. I like to try that, a simple putt down the stairs and just kind of see what happens. 8. Just got to get that angle up there to carry it all the way around, nice and slow. I did it several times and just more luck with it when it taps back off that far wall to get it back in the center. 9. Right there in front of that tombstone, just give you a little bit of a bank there. Just to, right there at the corner, like I noticed every time it would go in, it was like cutting right at the corner of the opening. All luck on 10. Just gotta throw it down there and see what happens. Yeah, really? Just go already. It's just so funny. It just hangs there. Everyone's favorite. Trying to get through the jail bars. It does at least half the time, though. If you just whack it over there, it will come out the other side. But it'll also go right back out again. Really, this one just drives me nuts. I don't know what it is about it. Just consistently getting it past all those blocks. Both of my shots here, both paths, is like the same place to kind of bank it, I think. And it's like both of the stones are just showing with the, you know, stone up or down. So when you putt into this little thing, you can go straight into it, but it's like too fast and bounces out. You could go to the side where it comes down slower, and then it does that. And that's the closest I got doing that. So I just skip it all together. Just go over the top and be done with it. Got tired of putting it in that thing 40 times and it never goes in. You can also just skip that all together and just go to the side if you can aim it there for the corner, and it'll roll on back there. The old off the roof shot. Another one of those. It's just gonna be luck. At least if you get it down there, it's gonna stay in the area. The angles on this one also feels a lot like luck to me, although that little spot there I did feel was most consistent, getting me back around to the right area. I do tend to do that in game, going over that little bank of stones there with that little bank point. But there are other ways you can do it, depending on your comfort level, and you could do that and just more to the left and get it to bounce back around. It was consistent both ways. Not too problematic. Hole in one on 17, you're gonna have to go off the beaten path. Pop it down the stairs. It does want to bounce out quite a bit doing it, so I've tried it in game, but it's not necessarily my go-to. Good old 18. Reminds me of going to the fair and Six Flags and all growing up. I do love skee ball. So get the old hole-in-one there at the end. Lord, Lit loves to drop down into that open grave. That was fun. So 6 from 8. Got a couple of different ones like this that fly around for the Discord challenges, just to see what you can do with a trick shot. I was not actually trying to get 7 from 6. I was trying to get 6 from 6, but here we are. 7 from 8 though. Yep, totally was trying to do that one. That was a Discord challenge trick shot. And just did it from the other direction too. So fun when it just kind of locks itself into a strange place. It just seems so surprising it doesn't come out. Not the only time I've ever seen that look like it went back in the pipe. So, who's eating this? Who is this for? I love the blackfish. And this castle has a lot of places where the ball just vanishes into thin air and does not bounce back around, including the entire back wall of the jail, pretty much. So much for a crazy shot. The ball just disappears. That statue looks kind of familiar. It's Widow's Walk. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like.